Okay, new death battle, Vader versus Doom. Apparently this one's been getting some positive reception thus far. Let's see how it holds up in comparison to previous death battles. Okay, 3, 2, 1, click.
Hey everybody, I'm Chad, I play Boomstick.
I'm Ben, I play Wiz.
And we have a favor to ask.
Hi, Chad and Ben.
Click the link in the description. It's going to take you to podsurvey.com/battle where you can fill out a quick anonymous survey.
Who really fills out those surveys, to be honest?
You don't want to see. And if
Does anyone really fill them out, honestly?
This is a brand new updated one with a brand new opportunity
Okay.
to get a $100 gift card to Amazon.
So
Oh yeah, way to
video,
incentivize
right
your surveys.
Now, it's time to see Darth Vader take on Dr. Doom.
This ought to be good.
These two masters of evil are experts at bending others to their will. But
Through sheer intimidation, mostly.
lies the scars of their past. Literally.
Darth Vader, Dark
Yeah.
Lord of the Sith.
And Dr. Doom, sovereign ruler of Latveria.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
And it looks like they're going with sprites this time. Hopefully it's better than the last sprite-based battle.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, this masked murderer was one of the most dangerous and respected killers among the stars.
Nobody stood a chance. He was a force to be reckoned with.
Bad joke,
Before he was
Boomstick.
a Dark Lord of the Sith, he was Anakin Skywalker, an innocent child sold to slavery on the harsh desert planet of Tatooine.
Anakin
Yeah.
was a prodigy mechanic, a prodigy pod racer, and a prodigy Jedi. So I'd say the junk dealer who bought him got a pretty sweet deal. You know,
Good
apart
thing.
from the whole ownership of people thing. Then Liam Neeson showed up and measured his power level to find out that this kid was the chosen one.
Yeah, his power level must have been over
Something
9,000.
That would bring balance to the all-powerful force.
Sorry for the meme
Whatever
reference.
The that means.
Freed from slavery and trained under Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin grew into an extremely powerful Jedi.
And an
capable of
extremely
lifting
angsty
starships
one
and
eventually.
crashing buildings with just his mind. He quickly rose through the Jedi ranks to the very top and led the legendary 501st Legion in the galaxy-wide Clone Wars.
Which some people thought was better left to the imagination.
It's all Obi-Wan's fault. He's holding me back.
It's all Obi-Wan's fault.
Intoxicating to Anakin. Unable to accept loss and pain, Anakin sought new powers to fix his problems. After a premonition of his
dear.
pregnant wife's
We all
death,
knew
he
that
decided he had
never
no
ends
choice
well.
but to turn to the dark side of the Force for answers.
Henceforth, you shall be known as Darth Vader.
Despite being
Long
trained
delay
Jedi
in the
pacifism, Anakin learned that
reveal.
he was really freaking good at killing people and murdered nearly the entire Jedi Order. His punishment? A tearful breakup with his old master and a leisurely dip in a pool of lava.
After
I'm
some
surprised he didn't
horrid
die that
intense
way.
reconstructive surgery, he was rebuilt as the black-cloaked Lord of the Sith, Darth Vader.
And yet he ended up killing his own beloved.
If there was anything you hated about Anakin before, don't worry, Vader is nothing like that whiny little prequel bitch. He's a badass through and through with one of the coolest voices of all time.
Courtesy of James Earl Jones.
Is insignificant next to the power of the Force.
Vader's body was sustained by his dark armor, a mobile life support system designed to protect what was left of him and intimidate foes.
The suit
Indeed it
enhanced his
did.
vision,
Indeed
hearing,
it
and
did.
physique. With his robot limbs, he can leap dozens of feet and lift several hundred pounds, all without having to use the Force. The armor is even dense enough to deflect lightsaber blows.
Unfortunately
Clearly.
for Vader, his new body had several problems. The armor was cumbersome and weighed him down. Much of it was mismatched, snagging and pulling on his body. His incessant raspy breathing often kept him awake. His synthetic skin itched constantly, and the control panel on his chest would sometimes beep for no reason at all.
You're saying in this technological marvel of an age, we can't fix one person who's fallen into lava?
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Good use of the clip there.
Sith Master, knowing his new student could become more powerful than himself, included these faults on purpose. While it caused problems for
Wow.
Vader at first, he
What a
quickly grew
douche of an
accustomed to his
emperor.
suit's limitations and modified his fighting style to complement his new stance and strength. And while his life support systems are vulnerable to electric overload, should the worst happen, he can use the Force to sustain himself for several hours.
In other words,
Wields a
living on
dual-phase
willpower
lightsaber.
alone.
Unlike normal lightsabers, which are already cool as shit, Vader can manually adjust his to double its length. But if it lasts for more than 4 hours, he needs to consult a doctor.
You would use that joke,
With
wouldn't you,
his unmatched
Boomstick?
connection to the Force and training in both Jedi and Sith arts, he's learned a variety of techniques. He can deflect energy blasts with nothing but his hands, anticipate his opponent's next moves, and increase his speed and strength. And though his mechanical limbs cannot channel Force lightning like his master, he can condense and launch a ball of electricity called kinetite.
And he can always
Oh
use
my.
telekinesis to lift people up and choke the ever-living hell out of them. A power that would come in handy if you ever had to deal with an annoying co-host.
Oh
Don't
dear.
know the power of the dark side.
And I don't think I want to.
Using the dark side of the Force, Vader embraces his passion and rage in battle, complementing his extremely offensive fighting style. The angrier he gets, the deadlier he becomes.
He's defeated
Adamantium
tons of
rage, I
Jedi
guess?
masters, including Obi-Wan himself. He matched his secret apprentice Galen Merrick in Force combat, who is
Wait,
powerful enough to
Galen
move
Merrick?
Star Destroyers.
What, is he
and
related to
killed the
Yu-Gi-Oh or
doppelganger of
something?
Darth Maul by impaling himself. Damn, that's dedication.
And finally, after discovering his long-lost son, Vader had a change of heart. He rescued his son by sacrificing himself to destroy the Sith once and for all.
A scene that was apparently
Or
butchered
at
in a
least until the next
remaster.
movie comes out.
Darth Vader is impressive. Most impressive.
There is no escape. Don't make me destroy you.
And now for the other side.
Dr. Doom, master of science, sorcery, and his own country, Doom is
Before he started
undoubtedly
hanging
one
out
of
with
the most
Maximilian.
dangerous villains in the Marvel multiverse.
I mean, just look at him. He looks like death itself. But before he was Lord of Latveria, Victor Von Doom was a gypsy.
His
Humble
father was a
beginnings
highly
indeed.
intelligent doctor who died of frostbite, and his mother just so happened to be a satanic witch who accidentally sold her soul to the devil.
Are you sure you should be
Poor
showing
orphan
those
Victor
comic book
was
frames
determined to
on
master both science
camera?
and magic to honor his parents. And he did.
By secretly combining technology and sorcery, Victor made a name for himself.
So,
with a number
Doom was the father of
miraculous
Magitech.
inventions, including a robotic duplicate of himself dubbed a Doombot.
And get used to seeing those things. I mean, like every time Doom has been killed, it turns out it was just a Doombot.
This isn't Doom at all. It's some kind of Doombot.
Wonder he didn't use the ring. It's a complete fake.
He eventually
It's a
developed
fake.
a design to take him to and from hell itself to rescue his mother.
But it blew up in
That
his
never
face.
goes well.
No, like, really, it blew up in his face.
After the accident, despite his only injury being a single scar, Victor was horrified that his always perfect face had been tainted. Victor
Talk about
ran away
vanity.
to the Himalayan mountains and ended up joining a group of Tibetan monks.
He soon put them to work building him an awesome suit of armor to enhance his power and hide his face. He was so eager to get the damn thing on that he put on the metal mask before it cooled down, messing
Ooh.
up his face even more.
This armor
Yeah,
magically
patience is a
severed his
virtue,
physical connection
Dr.
to the
Doom.
world, shielding him from the nightmares and transforming him into a cold engine of logic. Thus, he took the name Dr. Doom.
Indeed.
Call me Doom.
With his new armor, Dr. Doom soon conquered his home country Latveria, claiming the throne for himself.
Is he really a doctor?
Well, he was expelled from college, but he just gave himself a Latvian doctorate once he was running the country. So,
Yeah.
technically, yes.
Yeah, diplomatic
What a
immunity.
cop-out. Those
Yeah.
of us with degrees had to work hard for our doctorates.
You do not have a doctorate.
Yaha, check it out. Got it in poultry science, specializing in the frying.
Really?
Oh, holy shit.
Anyway, Doom's armor is mostly made of titanium, but there's way more to it. With it, he's strong enough to lift buildings, survive blows from Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet, and one-shot the Incredible Hulk. Plus, it has a force field, jet boosters, and energy blasters.
And
Talk
also
about
a molecular
dangerous.
expander, which can enlarge small objects he keeps with him. Handy for turning tiny pebbles into giant boulders.
In this case, pocket sand
Look
becomes
into this
deadly.
Science thing.
The armor also has numerous methods of energy absorption and manipulation, giving him complete control over all sorts of machinery.
It might just be the
He really
most
is the father of
overpowered
Magitech.
suit in comic history. I mean, it even has pieces of the true cross to protect against Dracula and other undead enemies.
It not only increases his physical strength, but also his magical abilities, which includes teleportation, mind transference, demonic summons, mystical blasts, and numerous other spells he's learned over the centuries. Yes, I said centuries. Doom time traveled to the earliest days of magic and learned all he could before returning to the present the normal way, by waiting.
So he's basically immortal.
Today. But as awesome as his armor is, Doom's still a badass without it. One time, Doom found himself stranded on another Earth, buck naked after being switched with his arch-nemesis Reed Richards by a celestial... long story. Anyway, he gets
Yeah,
hit by
better
a
not
lion,
explain it.
which he straight up killed with a single punch. Then turned it into a pretty sweet suit.
Under Doom's rule, his country Latveria prospered. Its people loved their new dictator, though the rest of the world was of a different opinion.
Probably because he keeps trying to conquer it all.
Well, whether Doom is a bad guy is a bit up for debate. Sure, there
So
was
I
the
guess
one
he could
time
be considered an
sacrificed the woman he loved to
anti-villain.
hell and had her skin turned into leather armor he wore, but for a long time, Doom's top priority was actually rescuing his mother from damnation.
And he eventually pulled it off. With that off the list, Doom did what any magically powered titan of science would do. He went time hopping to the future.
Doom explored thousands of possible future timelines, and what he saw convinced him he needed to take over the world. See, Doom truly believes he must conquer the world, as that is the only possible future freed from suffering and want.
So I've heard.
Kinda right. I mean, even the Panther God of Wakanda backed him up. And that guy looked into, like, all the futures.
However, despite his overwhelming power, intellect, and intentions, Doom is extremely arrogant to a fault.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I can't even
villains
count how
tend to
many
be that
times
way.
Doom had world domination within his grasp and then dropped the ball. I mean, one
I actually heard he
time
actually took over the world twice and gave it up because he was bored.
And still lost because Mr. Fantastic tricked him into flying into a power cosmic sucking force field.
But if Dr. Doom could just keep his ego in check, nobody could ever stand in his way.
Your plan to destroy them has failed, Master. Failed.
Dr. Doom does not fail.
Failure is beneath Doom!
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
It's time for a death battle!
Let's hope it doesn't suck. Of course, they have to use the Imperial March. It's obligatory.
Lord Vader, we ambushed the rebels orbiting Felucia, but Skywalker escaped. Again. I apologize. I shouldn't have been so hasty to begin.
An unwise decision.
Hello.
This farce is over.
Way to make a statement, Doom.
Don't underestimate the power of the Force.
Let's get started.
I can sense it.
Okay, I can tell the animation here is better than it was in Beast vs. Goliath. Not bad. Of course, obligatory foot dive.
You cannot escape destiny.
Alrighty.
You rat! It is pointless to resist.
Vader saw through that quickly. Way to break the fourth wall, Vader.
Force.
It couldn't be that easy, could it?
All too easy.
It was the Doombot.
Enough.
So much lightning. So much thunder. Yeah, Pikachu and Blanca would get fried. What? What?
What is the meaning of this?
Oh yeah, time travel. Oh wait, that monster's from Joe and Mac, isn't it? That T-Rex. And of course Vader would do something like that. Oh, lava. This looks familiar.
Enough. It is pointless to resist.
Hello. And I guess this is close to the end. Oh wait, Vader still has the force.
You have no hope.
Uh-oh. Yep. It looks like Doom's arrogance may cost him here.
Die. Got you.
This could be a familiar end for Vader, unless... Oh wait. Is that it? Yep, a familiar end for Vader.
Darth Vader was extremely powerful, certainly capable of obliterating a basic Doom bomb.
And the Star Wars fanboys are gonna rage.
Is in a league of his own.
Vader may be the chosen one, but Doom's experience mastering magic and science trump the Sith Lord. Plus, while Vader has proven his strategic prowess over 2 decades of experience leading an army, Doom has successfully led a country and then a whole planet.
And of course, Dr. Doom's armor is absurd. Its magical barriers and separation from the physical world have protected him from reality warping and telekinetic attacks from the likes of Thanos and the Silver Surfer, whose power makes Vader's lightsaber and force choke look like child's play. Even if Vader could get through that suit, Doom's mind is armored by his sheer willpower, preventing any of Vader's force-powered mental reading or manipulation.
Unfortunately, Vader was forced to meet his doom.
The winner is Dr.
Always
Doom.
has to end with a joke like that. Overall, not bad. Let's see what's next.
Next time on Death Battle.
Okay. Oh boy. Again. Again. They're doing a rematch. They're doing a rematch. Oh, this time they're going with the Battle of Gods cannon?
Rematch?
I don't see how this is going to go any different.
Thousands of requests. We are
They caved
doing
into
it.
pressure.
We are bringing in
They just caved into
Super
pressure.
Saiyan God Goku for the rematch of the century.
But I really don't see how the result's going to be any different. I mean, even with the Super Saiyan God powers, Superman is still in a league of his own, far beyond Goku. Sorry, sorry DBZ fans, but I don't see the outcome of the rematch being any different.
And then Goku versus Superman will finally be over. Will it though? Yes.
It'll never be over in the eyes of fanboys. Sorry, it'll never be over in the eyes of fanboys. They'll always find something to bitch about. Oh well, guess that's the way life goes.